I was no good at keeping track of time. I was sarcastic most of the day. I was not able to pick how I wanted to wear my hair. I was always leaving my water bottle at home and was extra thirsty when I forgot it. I was not able to remember my plans. I was always wishing I was your age. I was always wasting time looking for answers. I was wasting energy when I left the lights on. You were never able to make executive decisions. You were too tall to fit into my car. You were quick to fall asleep, but never early to rise. You were great at quoting movies. You were particular about your CDs. I was always saying sorry, even when it didn't fit. You taught my little brother to skateboard when I couldn't. I just wanted a can for soup when the whole pantry fell on me. You just wanted simplicity. I was always busy, but always had too much free time. You couldn't handle how long it took me to eat my sandwiches and clean up my lunch. I was scared of needles, silence, loneliness, and spiders. I hated stripes on plaid. You just loved studying old school skateboarding. I was tired of being tired. We went to DC. We went to the store. We watched movies in the basement every Saturday until we didn't. We braved the freezing temperature and frozen ground to watch a meteor shower on our backs. We tried to make Christmas ornaments. We tried not getting plastic bags at the store. We wrote our names in the trees when we hiked in the forest. We went to my parents for Thanksgiving, and suddenly I blinked. And I was kissing you goodbye as you deployed, and we were wondering where time had gone. I was always brushing my teeth with the water on. You were always tired in the morning. You were never willing to make plans for Saturday. Until Saturday. I was always just leaving when I realized I'd forgotten something. You were never one to be running late. I couldn't explain anything without using my hands. You wouldn't drink anything but whole milk. I wouldn't be able to focus if little kids were around. You spent a few minutes each morning staring at the sunrise and thinking about regrets. I should have told you my feelings more often. You were terrible at planning. You were wonderful at sports. I was always making sure others were okay, because seeing someone upset killed me inside. You were not able to sleep without a fan on. I didn't know whether I was going north, south, east, or west. You were never mad, but you were always fuming about something. I was so paranoid about negativity. I was always falling asleep during long movies. You were always making corny jokes to make me laugh. I was terrible at returning things I had borrowed. You weren't able to leave without saying goodbye. I was always in need of reassurance. You were torn up by the war, but you never let it bring you down. I was struggling with letting you deploy. You were never forgetful when it came to dates. I was mostly just laughing. I couldn't live with you. I couldn't handle being without you. You weren't able to understand my life. You couldn't wait until we grew old together. I was in the living room when the knocking began. You were in the black box. I opened the door to a fellow Marine and began bawling. You were silent. We had Skyped the night before. We had talked about my baby. You had 2 days left in Afghanistan. I had made a sign for your homecoming. We had planned it so you'd make it home in time for the baby. I couldn't believe you were gone. You had left without saying goodbye. You missed the birth of Beth. I watched her as she took her first steps. She sleeps with the fan on, never leaves without saying goodbye, and is wonderful at sports. I see her qualities hidden in her. I always cry when she asks about you. And here we are, so quickly. I'm not 20, and you're not here. I don't have hopes and dreams anymore. Your dream is living and breathing and means the world to me. We didn't have a lot of time together, but we had all the time in the world.